My feet are not on the pedals, and the car is driving in horrible traffic. I can take my hand off the wheel and it will drive as well. Let's see what it does with this car cut in front of me. It's going to hit the brakes. It's going to tell me to put my hands on the wheel in a second. It hasn't done it yet. I'll go ahead and put them on the wheel. We'll see what it does to the curve up ahead. Still driving, trust me, that's not me doing the gas or the brakes. And as you can see, it's still driving itself and it's hitting the brakes. All these cars, as you can also see, it's turning the steering wheel to take this curve. I am not holding the steering wheel. So even in heavy traffic, it does pretty well. And it turned me back straight. I'm actually able to not hold on the wheel. Let's see, we're all, looks like everybody's slamming on the brakes up here. Car slams on the brakes. My hand's back on the wheel in case it starts yelling at me. Pretty cool. There's a big curve coming up. Let's see if we can handle it. And a lot of traffic. And yeah, everybody's stopping. Stopping. Yeah. And it's stopping. I'm not driving still. Doing okay. You see in the dash it says it's on HDA auto, so it's on full highway driving assist. I'm using Android Auto because, well, the other stuff doesn't work. So here we go, hands are off the wheel. It's taking this curve just fine. I'm not driving at all. No hands on the wheel, no feet on the pedals. So all the brake and acceleration action and turning this curve is being done by the car. Let's see if it'll yell at me about my hands not being on the wheel anytime soon. Usually it does by now. Surprisingly, nothing yet. And it's still driving. Hasn't yelled at me about my steering wheel yet. Still surprising. Very surprising. Still driving on its own completely. And let's see what it does. This car cut in front of me and slamming on the brakes. And we slam on the brakes. And he's still slamming on the brakes. It's driving and steering through the curve on its own. No input by me. And yep. And I'm not holding on the steering wheel at all. It still has not said anything, surprisingly. Maybe it's because we're so low speed. Doesn't care if my hands are on the wheel or not. That's really interesting. But I've been driving this way for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Or no, probably longer than that, 20, 30 minutes or so. Been pretty good. So this is what it's like driving in traffic. I thought I'd go ahead and take this out and show you guys. I've been telling things like Google to, here's another big curve coming up. I have no hands on the wheel. It's taking the curve just fine. Again, no hands on the wheel at all. And the curve is good. Yeah, it's doing great. I'll probably turn the video off here in a second. Yeah, doing pretty well. So, oh, here's the wheel. Keep hands on wheel. And yep, so there we go.